thing I wanted to back up and ask, because I always try to think of the ideal esteemed audience member is just young me before I opened my first writer's market, and I was like, what's an agent? What what are things I need to know? So what's the difference between a co-agent and a literary agent?
So a co-agent works on behalf of another agent to represent their author's work into their country. So, for example, I work on behalf of Pushkin Press in the UK. I co-agent for them. Some people call it sub-agent, some people call it co-agent. They're sort of interchangeable terms. But I work on behalf, so whenever Pushkin buys world rights to something, for example, they publish it into the UK. Then they have somebody else who's helping them do their translation rights. And then they have me who's helping them try to place those projects into the US. And so I do that service for a number of different agencies and publishers, both in the UK and Australia. And I have been working with a few of those people previously, and I'm still working with some of them now. I've met a few other great people that I've been working for since I left Rights People. And it's just a really satisfying thing because, you know, you're helping them get to know a market that they don't know a lot about. Whereas when you're a literary agent, you're representing the author, and that's just your only focus is the author and the author's career. In a sense, it's sort of an easier job, but because you don't have to be the one who goes back to the author and tells them this didn't work for A, B, and C. So I'm really just kind of the intermediate person. But at the same time, I think that's why I was so eager to be an agent, because I wanted to have more involvement with the authors. And I wanted to have take a little bit more ownership of that, of the ideas, and not feel like I had to tell people what to do all the time, or, you know, tell people yes or no, I can sell this or I can't sell this. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Although I'm thinking co-agent sounds ideal because you get to do what you love, but then, like, if things don't work out, it's not you on the phone saying, "Dear there, author, there, dry those eyes. You're gonna be all right." Because I know from experience with my own agent that can sometimes be 30, 45-minute phone conversation.
Yeah, and it is. It's fun. I mean, it's fun because they also will usually give you something that you then can easily shop around. So you're not, you work on the strategy that's based to the north, like, how do I want to sell this to the US? But, you know, you're basically given like a really strong material, and you're getting it filtered. So it's like, you know, I have my unsolicited mailbox, which is really unruly and scary, and I'm trying to keep up with it as much as I can. Sorry, authors who are listening who have submitted.
How many queries would you say are hitting that on a daily basis, weekly basis?
I'm trying to do what a suggestion that Rosemary told me, my boss, who said you should try to knock down 10 a day. So I'm trying to do that, and yeah, so I'm getting there, and I'm trying to catch up before the holidays. So I kind of closed a little early, and I'll reopen in January. And also I need to be cautious because I do manage things like getting ready for the Bologna Book Fair, and, you know, doing the catalog and handling the clients for Samola on the foreign rights side. I want to make sure that I'm still doing a really good job of that. So if I'm always open to submissions constantly, then, you know, I might lose track of that. So anyway, I think I went on a tangent there.
No, you're fine. Although I'm always curious when I see that such and such an agent is closed to queries until such and such a time, if that really makes any difference. So it's not like hanging the do not disturb sign at the hotel. The maids probably won't come in if you've got that out, whereas authors are, what's the word I'm looking for? Magical thinkers sometimes. They're like, closed to queries. Great. That means you have more time to focus on mine. Here you go.
Yeah.
Does that make a noticeable difference in slowing down the queries that come in?
It actually does for me. It helps me. I've closed, like I opened, I think I just closed for like a month as I was getting ready for Frankfurt. Even though I didn't go to Frankfurt, I was doing the Frankfurt Rights Guide. And I was a Rights Guide, and I was trying to get to know all the systems of my new job, and I just couldn't keep up with it. And so I just closed for a month, just to kind of get my bearings in my new job. And then I just recently closed until January so I can get back to the people who I've requested material from. I think that's the hardest thing. You know, it's not as much the mailbox that is upsetting, or not upsetting, but it's not as overwhelming, or it's just that I like a lot of things. I'm actually surprised by how much I do like and I do want to see. And so I'm asking for a lot, and I can't keep up with the reading. And we, you know, just I want to have time to read the things I've requested. And so that's what I'm giving myself the space to do over the vacation.